to another video. Today I'll be discussing if the iPhone 8 Plus is worth buying in 2020. Let's get right into it. The iPhone 8 Plus was released on September 2017. It shipped with iOS 11 and is currently on the latest version of iOS 13. It will probably continue to get software updates for at least 2 to 3 more years. This iPhone has an A11 Bionic chipset and 3 GB of RAM. While these specs are nothing crazy anymore in 2020, it's still very fast and powerful, and it's 100% usable. The iPhone 8 Plus has a main camera setup that contains a wide-angle 12-megapixel main camera and a 12-megapixel telephoto camera with a slower lens for zooming in on subjects, and it also supports portrait mode, which is a pretty cool feature to have. It can also record at 4K at 60 FPS. While this camera is nothing crazy anymore in 2020, it's still very good. This iPhone has a home button with the second generation of Touch ID. Because it's the second generation of Touch ID, it is super fast and responsive, so you can unlock your phone in half a second. This is very useful if you don't want to put in your password every time you unlock your phone. This iPhone has a 7-megapixel selfie camera that can record video at 180p at 30 FPS at the maximum. It's not the greatest selfie camera, and it can't record 4K like the iPhone 11 Pro Max, but it's still pretty decent, and you can definitely get by with it. The iPhone 8 Plus has a 2675 milliamp battery. This is a pretty decently sized battery and should last you your whole day. Although if it has significantly degraded, you might want to look into getting it replaced eventually. But even if it has degraded, you'll usually at least get a half a day's use out of it. The iPhone 8 Plus has a 5.5-inch Retina display. It is a very decent display, while not as good and bezel-less as the iPhone 11 or anything. It's a pretty decent display nevertheless, and you wouldn't really complain about it. iPhone 8 Plus has an IP67 water rating, which lets it be underwater for 3.5 feet for 30 minutes. This isn't the greatest water resistance in an iPhone, but it's still pretty decent, and if you drop it in water or something, it should be able to survive, although personally I wouldn't trust it. This iPhone comes with the colors Space Gray, Silver, and Gold. iPhone 8 Plus also comes in a Product Red edition. This iPhone also comes in 64 gigabytes, 128 gigabytes, or at the highest 256 gigabytes. Even at the lowest, 64 gigabytes still comes standard with many iPhones, even today. So you wouldn't really worry about storage. So, in conclusion, is the iPhone 8 Plus worth picking up in 2020? Well, yes and no. If you're a heavy user and you want the best tech possible that you could get your hands on, this is definitely not the phone to get. Its processor is a few years outdated at this point, and the RAM is definitely not the best you can get anymore. Now, if you're a light user or you need a second phone to use, this phone is amazing for that. It has pretty decent battery life that should get you through a day or maybe even 2. And the performance isn't that bad. It's not the greatest, but you can definitely run some reasonably intensive games on it without frame drops, and for normal use, you can definitely get by. Now, for some people that want the latest and greatest camera tech, the latest and greatest processor, this is not new at all, and if you want the latest stuff, you should look into maybe getting a better phone. But yeah, if you still have the iPhone 8 Plus, you should keep on to it unless you need an upgrade, like you want more performance in camera. But that's it for this video. Thanks everyone for watching, and bye. Also, really sorry for not releasing in like a month. I'm sorry about that, really. But my PC broke and like I got it repaired and it took a while, but this is why you'll be seeing this video out on Saturday, which is today when I'm recording. So yeah, bye.